doing that expelled all of the oxygen in my body. And I was like, I feel a little bit lightheaded.
If you just fucking like passed out backwards out of the chair, legs up,
Yeah.
the shoes go.
I kicked the whole fucking table over.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, that would be bad.
That'd be wild.
I would hope you would spring into action.
I would actually do a front flip over the table.
Would you?
Yeah.
Like,
I might even throw a twist in.
Okay.
You know, I've been watching Bring It On.
Yeah.
Full twisting layout.
Yeah. Back handspring.
Step out, round off, back handspring, step out, round off, back handspring, full twisting layout.
Is that it?
What? Oh yeah. I was like, you want to do the whole movie? I could probably do a solid 23 minutes of straight Bring It On
I'm sexy.
material.
I'm cute. I'm popular to boot. I'm bitchin', gray hair. The boys all love to stare.
Oh,
I'm wanted. I'm hot. I'm everything you're not. What else? Wait. I dominate the
I'm
school.
Kirsten.
Who am I? Just guess. Guys want to touch my chest.
Yes.
Yeah, then it goes, okay.
Yeah, it's a banger.
There you go.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so now
Good stuff.
maybe I don't got 20-something minutes of material.
Yeah.
I think I need a refresher.
I think you do.
Leprechaun, however.
Yeah.
I might do a one-man show on Broadway.
I think you should.
Leprechaun 1993/4.
I would pay you to watch
Are you
that.
going to, like, act it out?
Oh, my God. I know. I mean,
Are you going to play all of the characters?
Yeah, of course I am. I'm going to do a one-man show of Leprechaun on Broadway.
I love it.
Amazing.
I think it's going to really...
Take over the Majestic Theater and then give it back to Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. I could.
But guys, happy 50th episode officially.
50.
I'm so excited.
We're old now.
I know.
Congratulations.
I mean, congratulations to you.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's
but
congratulations.
Now, however, the 50
However.
has an asterisk because obviously we have a couple episodes that were never released. We have like
yes.
Yeah. So, and like last week you weren't here, so that's like
Yeah.
episode 49 and a half.
Last week was definitely my fault.
And-
Yeah, she was in the ring.
Yeah, I know. You
She
look
was
good though
ringside.
for taking for
I
fighting.
won.
I saw you out there.
I won.
Did you break
I
a
saw-
nail? Let me check your nails.
No, actually.
Not a scratch, dude. Can
Not
you
a
believe
scra-
it?
Not on her.
My
Like-
God.
like
All that
my-
training and for what?
I know.
Like,
Waste of money and
no,
time.
because I won because they both looked at me and said, "We don't hit women," and then they walked off the ring.
And then they went and then they jumped into a big bottle of Prime
They did.
Yeah.
and they went into deep slumber. They're in what do they call that? Mitosis.
Mitosis.
They're gonna merge. They're gonna merge into the big paw. They're
yeah.
called the big
Yes.
paw.
The big paw.
The big paw.
But in all seriousness, though, we did have an emergency with our pets at home. My parents' German Shepherd decided to be a little silly and attack my Jack Russell, and she had a golf ball sized chunk of flesh ripped out of her neck.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
so-
to cut you off, but have you ever seen The Thing?
No.
Have you seen it?
Bits and pieces. Most of it. Yeah.
Should we be trusting her?
I mean, I don't know.
Because she was alone with the dog.
I don't know. I don't know.
The dog has
I'm gonna scooch.
some unfettered aggression.
I'm gonna scooch.
I would
away.
scooch. Piper, we're gonna have to test your blood.
Yeah.
You've never. Oh my God.
I
that
didn't
movie's-
get bit.
Well, you were alone with the dog. It could have been through
I'm sorry, I
saliva.
meant
Could have
to-
been through anything.
Okay, yeah. I have something to give you, but
Oh.
I have to bring it another time.
Okay.
Remember that thing?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
You would be McCready.
Me?
Yeah, you'd be Mr. Kurt Russell.
Really?
I think so.
Thank you.
I think you'd be a great McCready.
Thank you so much.
Piper would be.
Is it because of my just rugged good looks?
Well, that's of course. You like playing chess. You hate losing.
Well, yeah.
You drink whiskey.
Yeah.
You have a beard.
Yes.
You're currently wearing a hat.
Correct.
And a jacket. Well, I can call that jacket.
I mean, it's a flannel.
It's not like a flight jacket like he would wear.
I mean, I
Cowboy
have.
hat.
Oh no, I left my Frank Gallagher at home. I brought like the.
Oh, the
parka.
Frankie from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think that was the good luck charm. I think that might have like been the rabbit's foot in Piper's life.
I think so.
That
Yeah.
she didn't have to. She didn't break a
She
sweat.
felt my good vibes.
Yes.
You helped her out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was texting her till like 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, "Are you okay?
Are you home
okay?"
yet? I know
Yeah.
there's traffic after the big fight.
I already stalked her
We-
location, so it's fine.
That's good. Well, you gotta make sure where she's
Yeah,
at.
we were at
She could be
like,
lost.
We were at the vet like up north like until like 4 a.m. We didn't get home till like 5:15. Yeah, they put her on like 4 medications and all that. So she's.
Did you be like, yo, give me a bite? I want to see what's going on there.
But she's like so funny with it too, because like I'll sit down on the floor with her to give her medicine, because like I don't want her jumping, because they told us like no, like rough housing.
She's gonna rip her head off.
I showed Chris the wound.
Yeah,
that was.
It was.
I'll tell you what, I could have done worse.
Right.
If with my bite.
You think so?
There wouldn't have been a dog left.
No.
I would have took the whole back half off.
Well, if you,
but that bite, that was a pussy bite, but it was actually pretty serious.
well, if you killed my dog, I would have killed
No,
you.
the dog would've
So
survived.
Yeah, it was gross.
Dog would have been
Not
fine.
gonna lie, it was fucking gross.
It was.
But she's okay.
What did I say when I saw it? I went,
she
oh.
Yeah, it was bad.
yeah, she's all good. She has 2 cones on her head now. She looks like a little velociraptor.
She smoked a
Demogorgon.
cone.
She smoked a cone.
Yeah.
They were cones.
They were cones. Dude, what if that was some weird.
Ew, we put that out into the universe.
And you got your dog in a cone as.
Why? Because we all kept saying it.
We kept saying there were cones, and now your dog is in a cone. That's. Listen, ready?
Yeah.
You hear that?
No.
I tried to bring back, because there was a silence that was brewing after I said that. And then we kind of and I was like, no, it's there.
Yeah.
That was weird.
But
I hope not.
She's gonna make a full recovery, and she's gonna be great.
Her wound is like her wound looks awesome. Like there was
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. I was in awe.
Well, like
is
now
fucking
it does.
sick, bro.
That's a good pickup line. Your
but-
wound is awesome.
Your wound is
but
awesome.
but like now it does. It looks a lot better.
Show
Like
me that wound.
they were like giving us all like different warnings, like there might be like pus that you might have to like come back.
We don't have to get into the pus club.
and all that. But
No, maybe they like this.
But there was
Maybe they like this at home.
I mean-
they're driving to work like, damn, pus. Shit. That's fucking crazy.
But there was little to no discharge out of the wound, so that's
I
all
don't
good.
like that word either. Can we not?
I'm bleeping these. Can I bleep these?
Piper, that word's just foul.
That's. I mean, I think it's
No.
hilarious, but it's also for the viewer. I know that could be like, dude, my muffin.
certain-
They throw the muffin out the window while they're driving to work. They're fucking sick.
I don't get grossed out by a lot, and I don't get offended by a lot.
Yeah.
But that word.
I think it's tone. I think it's the tone.
No,
like
it's
when you're
just-
being
you
dead
know what it
serious
is?
about discharge, that's crazy. But if
Can
you're like,
we stop
"Dis-"
saying the word?
if you go discharge,
No, like the
I mean,
word,
that's not that bad.
The word moist doesn't bother me.
it's other. Yeah.
Moist is like one of those words that every girl's like, I hate that word.
No
Like, do
words
you only
really bother me.
No, they only hate that word because other women say they hate that word, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god!" Like, no, you don't. It doesn't bother me.
Uh-huh.
But that word that you just said
Ugh.
bothers me. I think it's just because like I have like a visual
Yeah.
with it. I don't know.
I think
Yeah.
taking a word and not liking it, you got to see who's saying it.
Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
see who said moist. You got to say who said it, and then they raise their
Yeah.
hand. I'll let it pass.
Okay.
It was just Tim, my buddy.
Yeah.
Sure.
He was just
Classic
having
Tim.
He was having a laugh.
Oh, Timothy.
But then if it's
Tim
if
talking
it's,
about that moist.
yeah, if it's B Arthur,
B. Arthur.
yeah, or if it's like
moist.
yeah, I'd be like,
I mean, I love her.
oh, okay, yeah, I might let it slide too.
I
It's
love
funny.
her.
Yeah,
She
I
was
might
my
be like,
favorite.
nice.
My favorite golden girl. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of silver. See, somebody tell me they're gold. I'm like, oh, a lot of fucking silver walking around.
I mean, and you know what's crazy is they were only supposed to be like in their 50s or something in that show.
Yeah.
Like,
People just like really
speaking of random
Okay.
sidebar.
Uh-huh.
Happy birthday, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
today?
Our scream queen.
Oh shit.
Yes. She is.
Jamie.
I hate to like. I don't mean this disrespectfully or anything, but like
She's a bitch.
No,
I'm kidding.
Like she's 66.
Uh huh.
But I'm like, I don't know. I pictured her older. I don't know.
Pictured her older?
I thought
Like she
she was
looks good
older.
for her age?
Yeah, she.
Yeah, I feel like she hasn't aged in the last
she
like
looks-
20 years. Like she's been
looked
pretty
the
consistent.
Same. Like I don't. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like in like the most recent Halloween, she looks kind of like just like
Well, I
a
think
slightly
it's the
hardened
hair.
rancher. She's like
Yeah.
a rancher.
The hair, like the wig they had on her and stuff. She is still. Oh my god, I love her so
You-
much.
If you didn't watch everything
Activia
everywhere,
did her right.
and that's
Yeah.
probiotic,
Yeah.
good for your gut
Yeah.
health. This
Yeah.
is not a
She's
sponsor.
rubbing that yogurt on her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thing.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Might as
I
well.
think so.
You're telling me I can eat and also exfoliate with the same thing?
You don't exfoliate
That's-
with it. There's nothing gritty in it.
What does exfoliate mean?
Exfoliate means like you're removing dead
X
skin cells.
as in get rid of?
Yeah, means like removing dead skin cells. Like
So what's the
loose-
foliate part?
it's just from rubbing. Like,
was that like Latin for rub?
I don't know. I'm not.
Foliate.
Exfoliate. And it just means the removal of dead skin cells.
Oh.
Speaking of skin, I have a freaking crazy ass nightmare that I had the other night because I've been so paranoid this week about my dog.
Was it a skin monster? Was it that
All right,
creepypasta
last
story?
dog thing,
So,
or otherwise,
yeah. So,
All dogs.
I talked less about my dead cat
Yeah.
the night I put her down.
Did you? I mean, oh yeah, you put her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backyard.
Yeah. Of 17 years.
Yep.
That was my first baby.
Big rock. You dropped a big rock on it.
I know.
Right?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
That's crazy.
It was awful.
I mean, that's a mercy killing. If I've
no,
ever seen one.
No.
We love her.
I miss her. So
She's a
much.
sweetheart. She's here now.
She might be.
You hear that? You feel
We
that?
love you, Scarlett.
You feel that on the ankh? The
I
fuzz on the ankh?
I've had dreams about her since like
Yeah.
yeah.
Is she like huge, like a tiger?
No,
That'd be
she's like
Imagine seeing that in the
she's
afterlife.
like-
your
she's
your
like
cat's
healthy.
a fucking lion.
It was like a one dream, and it was like a split second. It was me sitting at a table, and she hopped up on the table and walked towards me, but she was like in her prime and healthy and purring. So I was, and I'm like,
Holy
I think that
shit.
was just her being like, "Hey, I'm good. I'm good
Damn.
now." Like 17 years, I was lucky to have her for that long. So anyway, you had a nasty dream. You were telling me about it
Yes.
yesterday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Might
So
be sick.
it like, I've had worse nightmares, honestly, but yeah. So it like started off. I was like doing my makeup to get ready for work, and like I was toning my face, and like off of like the pad that I use, like it just started coming off red. Like nothing was on my face.
Like poltergeist style?
Like it was just like red coming off my
fuck?
on my face. And I was just like, that's weird, but my face doesn't look any different, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
And were you looking in the mirror?
Like yeah. So what was it? So I just kept doing my makeup, and as I was doing my makeup, like my skin just like started coming off in chunks. And it like kept going until like the entire bottom of my jaw, like the skull, was exposed.
What the fuck?
And then I like woke up.
What did you eat before bed?
Nothing.
Fudge stripes?
Nothing.
She had fudge stripes before bed.
stripes,
That
yeah.
Bet you
fuck-
can't eat all these fudge
It
stripes.
gummed up the works.
For sure.
Oh,
Maybe she was
my
trying to beat
God.
my chubby bunny record, but then she fucking like hiccuped and swallowed the whole thing.
Oh, God.
And she just went like,
Oh, speaking of, I have a update for you.
on the chubby bunny
remember-
challenge.
Well, remember,
Called the chunky monkey. That's what I'm calling it.
yeah, when we recorded that mini-sode at work, you
Uh-huh.
were saying if someone could actually choke someone doing the Heimlich.
Yeah,
right,
that's so dumb. I forgot I asked that. What the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
So Rich, shout out Rich.
Shout out.
UK listener. He is a EMT,
Mm-hmm.
and he sent me. He likes to also. He's the one that corrects our pronunciation.
I
of
love that.
British words.
I gotta know.
Yorkshire. How did I do?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Now,
Yorkshire.
what about
Beautiful.
What about
Piper.
like?
I'm like, oh my god, you're British.
Thank you.
I also ask him. I'm like, oh, does your cat meow in like a little British accent? Does it also call you cunt? Like,
yeah.
He's like,
These are valid questions. In my
yeah,
opinion.
and he goes, you would be very unlucky causing someone to choke by doing the Heimlich maneuver on them, FYI. But it wouldn't be impossible, I think.
Wow, dude. That's
So-
is he a Heimer?
Are you a Heimer?
Yeah. Is that sounds like derogatory?
No,
Oh,
that
fuck him. He's a
sound-
Heimer.
like a
Yeah.
hymen.
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, no, like I
Heimer. Yeah.
like,
but is he like a medical professional?
Yes.
Oh, really?
yes, like he.
It would be.
drives-
Of course, it would be unfortunate,
drives
but it's also like.
ambulances and like saves people's lives.
Did I tell that story on the show? I don't know if it's even real, but I read a story about a woman who survived a plane crash. It was like a commercial flight or something, or at least a decent sized plane. She survives the crash with a couple, like 8 others. It was very, very bad. And on the scene of the wreckage, she gets run over by a fucking ambulance.
Oh my god!
Oh my
She
God.
survives a plane crash and
Are
then
you
gets
fucking
hit by a
kidding?
fucking ambulance. I swear to God, I read that somewhere.
That is
I gotta
some
find out if it's
Final
real.
Destination shit.
For real.
Yeah, like the tree's shadow is the hands across the ground. And
Yeah.
it grabs the wheel of the ambulance.
Like,
Oh
oh,
my
everyone's
God.
saved. Not you.
Yeah.
Like,
You skipped the cycle.
nah.
It was her turn.
I guess.
I like
But that is
read
terrifying.
I like read a story one time about this like lady who went skydiving and her parachute like failed to deploy, and she like landed on this like fire ant colony and they like all stung her back to life. Like,
That's
It jumped. I feel like I've heard
like
that.
she got stung by enough fire ants that it like resuscitated her, and
Kickstarted
she,
her heart.
like, yeah,
which
and
is
she
crazy
lived.
that like she didn't smush them immediately as she
Yeah.
Yeah.
landed.
Well, they're deep in the ground and shit.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're probably like, what the fuck
Who
is
the
this?
fuck was that?
Get her! Get her ass! That's and how long was the fall?
I don't.
Was it just soft
recall.
ground, soft enough ground?
I don't recall, but like all I remember is that she landed and.
But she was
like,
muffed up though, right? She like I
yeah,
mean, broken
obviously,
everything.
but she like survived because the fire ants like stung her back to life. It was like
Like epinephrine, like
Yeah.
adrenaline.
yeah.
Would you go skydiving?
Maybe like I feel like it like you would probably have to like put me on a fuck ton of Xanax or something. But,
I would have to be like Baby Bjorn to like
Yeah.
instructors like front
Yeah.
or back or whatever they do. I don't know.
Like I don't know. Like I understand like thrill seeking for sure.
Bungee jumping.
I
fuck
would.
that.
I would. I'll just say it. I would.
I would
just,
not bungee jump though.
I don't feel like doing it right now. You ask me right now. I'm like,
Let's go right
I
now.
don't
It's
know.
cold.
If
It's
someone
cold
literally-
and windy.
someone
and
said
dark.
right now we're going skydiving, I'd be like,
No, thank you.
I don't know, but like think about it. You could just like totally change the course of your life right now by doing something insane and be impulsive and jump on it. And the opportunity arises and you got to jump and you got to carpe diem.
Yeah.
I saw a
Seize the
TikTok
moment.
of this guy and he's like doing that like bungee jumping thing where like they sit you on a chair and they like push it backward off the cliff, and before they like push the chair backwards, he's just like, let me tell you something, let me tell you something, let me tell
Oh
you
yeah,
something.
they're like slowly like letting him go and like pretending to let him go, and then they finally.
That's mean.
I'm like, that's fucked.
Would
soon
you
as he starts
you
talking.
guys go in like a shark cage?
That's like where you're in the cage.
I
with
think
the
so.
sharks, like outside of it. Right?
Yeah.
Shark cage.
Yeah, like 47 meters down.
Don't put me that low.
Not that low.
Is that how low
but
you go?
No, that's
a lot of fucking meters.
Well, they didn't mean to. in
Yeah,
that
well, how
movie.
was their head the pressure? Is that a lot or no? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like
feel-
say like nothing bad happened. Like you're in the cage, but like great whites are like
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
like-
I would do
like-
that. I'm
like,
not getting in a cage with a
like-
tiger or a bear.
no.
I don't care how
no,
nice they
no.
are. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm a look, don't touch
Yeah.
I
kind
would
of guy. I don't need to be
100%
next to a
go in
bear.
shark cage.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
shark
too.
cage is
It
pretty
sounds
cool.
fun.
Let's do it.
I went on a cruise when I was like 12. The one time, and we got to swim with dolphins, and that was so fun. They're like so cute and they're so friendly and so personable. But I remember
Thumb in the blowhole.
they're so slimy. Like
Don't they like try to?
They-
don't they get a little inappropriate?
Yeah,
Like they're like, oh,
They're-
hey.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I hear they're not like smarter than humans that I know. But then, who the fuck are we comparing it to?
They're super cute.
But I
But
also
they have a pretty high. What is it, like a third grade reading level or some shit?
But I
They
also
can read.
hear that they're like incredible and they've saved so many people from like shark attacks and all that. So
Yeah, because they're fucking up the program.
Could you imagine being attacked by a shark and all of a sudden a fucking dolphin just comes to your rescue?
yeah.
Well,
and then
think about-
and then you're like, wait, can they like? Am I special? Like, am I?
This is how I think of it. I think of it as like the dolphin is like, you dumb fuck shark. They literally always drop food off. There's boats all the time. How do you not know this?
Yeah.
You fucking keep attacking them. They're not going to come out here. They're not going to drop chum. They're not going to drop sardines. You're fucking up the works. So they come and they're like, dude, you're fucking up our program. That's what I think
Yeah.
it is. I think
Like,
it's an
you
internal
stupid
political
dummy.
thing.
You think that a seal is wearing board shorts?
No, not yet.
And a
well, they don't
rash
make them their
guard.
size.
Like
No.
dolphins are like aggression trainers for sharks.
Aw. You know what is scary though?
Oh, maybe they're so aggressive because the dolphins think they're hot shit.
Orcas,
They have to overcompensate.
killer whales, they're scary.
Yeah.
I think
seen.
they're cute.
They got-
They are. Have you seen blackfish?
Yeah.
That's
That-
crazy.
They are cute, but like, people shouldn't be swimming with
How
them.
would I drag you to the bottom of the pool to make a
And
statement?
also blackfish
That's some
only
crazy
happened
shit.
because fucking SeaWorld
Yeah.
is awful.
I think orcas have the right to protest. I think they should allow the tech and the pool people and like all the what would you call them, the performers. They should be allowed to drag them to the bottom of the pool and hold them there for extended periods of time.
Like the way
Jesus Christ.
no, but
It's protest. They want more space.
because like SeaWorld makes me so like egregiously violent with how they treat their animals. Like their parking lot is like 25 times the size of the pools that the orcas have to swim in.
Yeah.
And it's just like that should be the other
Oh, did
fucking
you
I was
way
saying there's
around.
all these
Like,
cars there.
Did
Why don't
you
they just
open?
Yes.
Oh, we were gonna do like a whole ceremonial thing. It's okay.
Oh,
All right.
it's okay.
I got everybody a clearly Canadian cherry to really, you know.
Remember last week
Yes.
we tasted the Alps?
Yes.
I love
No,
this
what
shit.
was the one I had last week? Was that
Last
blackberry?
week you had blackberry.
that
I had
was
peach.
slamming. That was good.
And now we have. Ready?
Wait, what?
All right. Wait.
I was gonna reverb, but I can do it in post.
It's fine. Look at that. Like.
Oh, this is like some cherry ass shit.
It's like a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does smell like a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
With some good shit.
And you see the pyrotechnics at the end. I've never seen a drink where you take a drink, ready, and then and then you hear this.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Wild. I didn't chill them. Maybe it's because they're warm.
No, but even last week, remember? I like took a sip, and then I held it, and there was just it was like I don't even know how to like dry ice was in there. It was like bubbling like crazy. I was like,
I'm
"Ooh, this
sorry,
is
I
a
ruined
potion."
a cool ceremony moment.
It's okay.
I didn't know.
It's all right. It's okay.
Okay.
The show goes on.
Yes.
It's a ceremony.
Yes.
Yeah.
A serum.
I'm like, you know what? You weren't here last week, and cherry's the best flavor. So
Here,
let's
I'll come over there for this.
let's cheers to 50.
Yes.
You hear that?
Imagine it smashes. I'm like, oh my hand.
Some ASMR.
All of it lands in the computer somehow.
Piper,
Oh,
you didn't.
no.
You have to drink it from your cap like we did last week.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
didn't even
yeah.
take a cap shot.
Come on, take a cap shot.
shot.
Yeah, and then I have something else for us to try.
Ooh.
Oh god, I'm gonna be
All right.
sick.
Yeah, we're all gonna be sick.
It's okay.
It's fine. All right, cap shot. There you go.
Here's the crime and
Here's the crime and
ghouls.
ghosts and
Yes.
everything creepy.
suck it up.
I totally just spilled it down myself.
Wow, that is refreshing. That's a
Incredible,
good cherry.
That is a good
Yes.
cherry. Highly recommend. Clearly Canadian, cherry flavored.
Chef's kiss.
Not
Yes.
a sponsor.
Not a sponsor,
But-
but
be
Kohlburger is.
speaking of,
What? Oh, we got Kohlburger news.
I have Kohlburger news.
Oh,
Please tell me.
All right, so the
did they fucking move his trial?
no, fuck.
Yeah, they moved it up closer, sooner.
I
Now
wish.
it's on right now.
So the judge rules that Kohlberger is gonna Kohlberger's his attorneys. I'm so excited. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's crazy.
No, his attorneys were trying to get the death penalty off the table. Because
Okay. What? Because the state, are they gonna have it in like a state where it's not?
no, where it happened. My shirt is.
It's
so
Idaho,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So-
Which is honestly, I mean, that's the
Because
most.
they're trying to get a lot of evidence thrown out. They're trying to say that the evidence was obtained illegally, which it wasn't. You're allowed
Well,
to.
I
The,
can't.
the filming in public thing, like him being filmed on surveillance, like CCTV, or like the food.
Well, he
truck
was
thing?
caught on CCTV,
Yeah.
like leaving things from a gas station. But they're like meaning like getting his father's DNA from the garbage and all this. Once you throw something
That's
away,
what I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
It's-
state to state or I don't know.
That happened in Pennsylvania, but
Yeah, when you throw something away, it's like state
Yeah, it's
property
mine.
because your trash cans are owned by the state or like the HOA or whatever.
I think I got
Yeah.
all his gear that we record with. I've been
Yeah.
going into everyone's
that's
trash.
what that smell is. Yeah.
Ew.
It smells just fine. Just breathe through your mouth.
Chris just rubbed some Purell on it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
That is, yeah, it needs a spritz. You should put a spray bottle on this. I'll just spray
Should.
spray the Crystal Canadian.
But yeah.
Clearly.
And you know what's crazy about like Idaho and stuff? Like he could he could go in front of a firing squad. Like that's one of
They're
their.
still hanging out with that.
Yeah. Do you know how that's done?
I know.
do.
I mean, I've heard the whole false bullet thing.
Yes. So that way no one knows who. Like I think you're blindfolded, right?
Yeah.
You're sat in a chair. You're wearing a target on your chest, like in front of your heart, and there's like 5 people lined up, and one person has a real bullet. 4 other people have the blanks.
Yeah.
So no one knows who took the like.
So
the
there's.
fatal shot.
I feel like why would they use one bullet? That's not enough. I mean, unless it's a high caliber bullet, which probably it isn't. They're not
What,
shooting
like
him.
pings off his elbow, and they're like, "Fuck that."
Well,
was the
no, I
real
mean,
one.
just because you shoot center mass doesn't mean shit. Like, I would assume
mean,
you'd have to take more, unless they got to now give
I
like
don't
do a
know. I
mercy
think
killing.
that
Well, they
That
probably
is-
use like a really like a gun meant for like hunting or something, like an AR or like an AK or
Yeah.
something.
But that's
that,
also
like,
not
does
guaranteed.
damage.
Yeah, that's I'd
Like-
assume, but I don't know.
How long
What
have
if
we
Like a
been going?
pistol that like an average American would have in their household.
shooting
Like
them with a fucking
How long have we been going?
24?
That's it.
Yeah, 24 or 47.
All right. All right. I have something for us to try real quick.
Oh.
What is
These
this?
are because you know how like non-alcoholic alcohol is kind of becoming like a thing now. You know, I think
Because people want to make their cake and eat it. People
They
can't
do.
make a decision.
But also, I think people don't really want to get crossfaded. I think a lot of people are more
Smoke heavy?
And so like I still want to have like a little taste of something. So I brought us a sample pack of Ritual non-alcoholic
Ooh, they're cute
alcohols.
shot
They are
glasses.
cute.
Yeah.
I figure we could all just take a little sip of each.
Yeah, I'm curious about the whiskey. I want to see
All right, you
how
want to try?
what the
Which one do you
fuck.
want to try first? We have gin, which I'm curious about.
Okay, we can do gin first.
Tequila,
I'm curious about the rum.
Well, maybe we can end with the
Whiskey?
gin if it's gonna be nice and refreshing.
aperitif, or we have rum. Which one do you want? You want to do whiskey first?
I think we should do the brown liquor first, finish the clear.
Okay.
All right.
Just go from dark to light.
Yeah, just like let's get because the end we can end with gin if
Okay.
you want. We can end with the
All
gin.
right, we're gonna do the aperitif first, then the rum, then the whiskey, then the tequila, and then the gin, and then we're gonna throw up.
Now we're gonna go.
Okay.
We're all
We'll
gonna
leave the mics on though.
vomit.
We'll leave the mics on.
All right. Here is the aperitif.
Did you shake it up? Do you have to?
I don't think you have to.
You just shake it and it
All right.
explodes.
We're all just
I'm
gonna.
all shook up. Ho, ho, ho.
We all share DNA anyway. it's
Yeah.
fine. I mean-
Ooh. Well, let it sit. Let it hang out. Let's see. Maybe it's meant to be in a mix. Maybe it's meant to
It
be.
is meant to be mixed.
It's
in
an
a-
aperitif. It's like drinking
It
fucking
has a hint
Aperol
of
straight.
black licorice to it. That one.
Oh, okay.
And
Let me smell it. Hold on.
one of the things is 52% of people are actively trying to drink less. 30% don't drink at all. 82% of non-alc buyers are also purchasing alcohol. What
It's
is
like
it? Yeah.
I get like a penicillin.
It
aftertaste.
It smells like a some kind of green tea or like a iced tea. It smells like a super
But it's
concentrated
a little
iced
bit
tea,
of floralness, like a
Yes.
little floral.
Yeah.
hint to
like
it.
tea or something. All right, let me try.
Not my favorite.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
This is
He looks like
offensive.
physically offended right now. Yeah.
I feel like I'm not even kidding. Like we might get sick by then.
That is an incredible start.
Maybe I hope that's the worst one.
The texture was really bizarre, and then it just got like
Nice
super crazy, tingly, bitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like
What
aperitif,
the
like
fuck is that?
there's many different kinds of aperitif. So which one are you pretending to be?
That's a fucking.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
I
All right,
I
here-
have nothing smart to say about that.
Here is
Come back in the box one.
yeah. Here's
I got a bad feeling about that whiskey.
I'm
I got a
scared.
bad. I mean, let's see. We'll see.
I don't know.
All right. Here's the rum.
Okay.
It smells like rum.
Okay, your face. Okay, your
Ooh.
face looked pretty. You looked surprised.
It smells also kind of like vanilla extract.
Oh. Okay.
Captain Morgan. This is a repackage.
Oh my god.
Oh, are we doing round 2 of this?
Ugh.
Oh, we gotta try them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying them all.
This is the rite of passage.
Uh,
Oh, it's worse.
No. Why is it hot?
I'll tell you what. Piper fucking like destroyed the first one. She did well.
Why is it spicy?
Oh my god.
I don't
here
know.
we go.
I feel like I have bigger things in my life to worry about than like tastes of things. So I'm just like,
Why is it spicy?
I kind of have like an underwhelming reaction to most things.
I feel like there's like cayenne pepper in that.
Okay, this is definitely better, but it is spicy.
Yeah, it's definitely like a spiced rum
pass that
alternative.
down.
Yeah, they took it literally. They took that spice literally.
All right.
It's like a tongue tingling, cinnamony nutmeg vanilla.
yeah. I mean, I think I'd rather.
I don't hate it, but it's
seltzer.
It's got to be mixed. This is not meant to be drank straight. There's no fucking way.
I'm gonna skip the whiskey.
Okay,
I think.
I'm gonna try that.
It smells like
Why is
iced
the lid,
tea.
not...
You know what? I'm gonna gag.
I
didn't
like
think- don't
I
know
like
if can
Johnny
do anymore.
Walker
What is this, the whiskey?
double
That's the
black, Johnny
whiskey,
Walker
huh?
black. I like Jim Beam black. I like normal Jim Beam. Woodford Reserve was good. Rowan's Queef. I haven't
It
had
tastes like Arizona.
Rowan's Creek.
It smelled like iced tea.
That's what the first one
Yeah.
smelled like Arizona and it tasted like fucking Calcutta.
The lid for this won't go back on right.
That's fine. Okay. All right, we'll just.
Oh, I can definitely see this is
Yeah.
like uber watered down whiskey, but it's also, I'll tell you what, if you like thin out your whiskey a little too much, it turns into poison. It tastes like it's like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like dishwater.
Ew.
Where there's like
Ew.
something going on, but you can't put your finger on it. It's just mostly water. I'd rather have water or it's like putting too much water in Kool-Aid. It turns disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets real putrid quick.
Okay. We have tequila.
Ooh.
This is wild.
This
How much did you spend on this?
$0.
Thank fuck.
It was given to me as a sample.
This is crazy. I mean, I feel bad.
It doesn't smell like anything.
Is there any direct? You know what there should be on the packaging? Directions. Tell me what I gotta do. Oh, it's just.
Well, there's recipes.
Yeah, but are you supposed to? It should say do not drink straight. This makes no sense.
I mean.
But why would you anyway? It's not like you're gonna get fucked up. So why would you take a shot of something?
Imagine you're like, you go to the liquor store, like, give me 3 shots of Ritual gin.
Oh.
And you're like, you pound them outside. Like, just get a soda.
You're like still fiending. Like, sure, you're off alcohol, but you're still fiending. Oh no! Which one is this?
Tequila.
I'm not.
It's that bad?
I can't. I'm gonna puke.
All right, so I'm gonna give my rating real quick. Aperitif is a solid 1. I'm talking. It was kind of painful. Number 2 was the rum. That was about a 4. It wasn't that bad. It had a lot to be desired.
It's like there's like no taste on my taste buds. But
Piper's destroying it. She's not even making a face.
But it's
No,
just like,
because she's not a picky eater or anything. Like she's
my palate is very explorative.
Yeah,
like,
but I drink whiskey. I mean, you
Yeah, I
probably
used to
could.
drink rum.
I
I used
drink
to
it
drink-
like I drink
yeah.
whiskey all the fucking
it's just
time.
more like with
But
the
this is, like,
tequila,
insane.
it like burned more in my throat.
I don't know if I can handle. Ugh, it's disgusting.
The fucking GI tract is gonna have fun tonight.
What do you think of the tequila?
This tastes like those garbage pail kids scratch and sniff cards.
I'm gonna stop. Nope.
That's the only way I could describe this.
It's disgusting.
This is
Here, pass that cap.
Yeah.
see when it subsides, it's not that bad, but up front, that is a cauldron's make.
It was more like my throat kind of.
This gin better
Burned
knock my
afterwards.
fucking
I'm
tits
scared.
off, dude. This
All right.
gin better do
Last
something.
but not least, we have gin.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm scared.
I feel fucked up.
You feel fucked
It
up?
doesn't-
Yeah.
I don't.
I-
I don't.
My stomach.
okay.
Jesus.
I can't wait to.
It's gross.
This is crazy. Yeah, ritual. What kind of ritual you been fucking? Jess just got up from her seat.
Oh my god.
Piper's hogging it.
It's not for me.
It's like Purell.
Purell.
Yeah.
It tastes like that nasty hand sanitizer from work, like the smell of it.
The stink, the
Yes.
liquid stink bomb.
I wasn't drinking hand sanitizer. I'm just saying, like, it tastes like the smell of it.
I drink
Dude,
the
this-
hand
you know what this
sanitizer.
fucking smells like?
No, I don't.
This smells like, almost for a second, it smelled like flarp. Like fart putty.
I
Like that
remember
fart
that.
putty shit.
The Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Gack?
yeah. Gack.
Gack.
Yeah.
Remember Gack?
Yes, I do.
That. No, don't do that, anybody. Don't do that. Not good.
What an
Okay, that one wasn't that bad.
No, I beg to differ.
That one was gross. It tastes like fucking like cactus water or some shit with like toothpaste.
cactus water.
All right, we need
Toothpastey
some
cactus.
coffee.
That was the Ritual Zero Proof Taster. We call them tasters. That was a taster.
Yeah. I would say out of all of them, none of them are good. Since I got a cup and
This is gonna be so. I'm not.
I'm gonna make
I'm
a
not
cocktail-
finishing this. I'm gonna
you
dump
know,
this out the window.
these are supposed to be mixed, so maybe they're supposed to be mixed all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's a good point.
Silly.
All right.
Damn, quick thinking.
Ready, steady, go.
Can you put it next to the mic? Maybe they can hear that.
All right, that's 2.
That was me pissing into a bottle.
I got you. Yeah, so far you have gin and tequila mixed together. Because, that's supposed to happen.
Tajinla.
Here, Piper.
Yummy.
Why don't you...
What would all their names... Can I see the box when you get a chance?
Yeah.
The box? Yeah.
Yeah, let me see the box.
All right, hang on.
I want to see if there's a...
We're going to make you...
If you fold out the box, it turns into a Ouija board.
A Virgin Long Island iced tea.
Yes.
Ready, steady,
A long
go.
Virgin Island.
Yeah.
That sounds like
Go ahead.
Drano in a fucking pipe.
Oh, God.
You guys have seen
slimy
Heathers.
towards the end of that. What the fuck?
How does it sound? How does it smell?
It smells like apple cider vinegar.
Really?
We can just leave that on the windowsill and it can, we can make a fucking fruit fly trap.
What should we name this drink?
The swill.
Butt shit.
How about butt shit?
Butt shit.
Butt shit. Yeah.
All right.
You want to drink some butt shit?
Take a sniff and pass it around.
Oh no.
Yeah, you did. You brought this on yourself. All right.
You did.
Oh, should I mean, do you think I'll get sick if I drink this whole fucking thing?
Probably not.
It won't be a blue Curacao situation. I don't think.
It smells like it just smells like off iced tea.
What?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You're gonna miss this?
You're gonna miss him drinking this.
How about this? I'll do the
shit?
sip. I'll make it quick. I won't do a diatribe.
All
Right. Here we go.
Down the hatch.
Drink all of it. Chug,
No,
chug,
no,
chug.
don't. I'll puke. Please don't. You can spit it back in the cup.
He swallowed it.
Oh God.
That is
Do you have to throw up?
no. I mean,
Imagine he's like, that's fucking delicious.
no. It tastes like
That was the secret.
it tastes like burnt wood bubble gum.
Here.
It's so rough, dude.
Do you wanna
What
look at the
is
box?
this?
Look at the box. And then Piper, you go potty.
Yes. Take the box.
Oh, this is dud.
That's I'm gonna stop.
That's dud.
Piper, take that into the bathroom and dump it.
That
down
is
the
one.
sink.
That is one of the worst things I've ever had in my fucking face.
And then we're gonna get to the main topic.
Gin alternative. Oh my god. Fuck my liver up.
It won't though. There's no alcohol.
No, I'm saying I'd rather just do that. Just take the liver.
Then drink that stuff.
Okay, if mixed.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shit on the brand. Maybe we did it all wrong.
We probably did.
Did it all wrong. But even so,
Right.
it tastes like shit until what? Like I have something fucking give it a piggyback ride? Maybe.
Like, could you imagine like a gin and tonic with that gin? Like, it doesn't even have like that pine needly taste that gin has.
No.
That I like.
It wasn't. I'll tell you what. If they made it a little like fresher, like mintier, maybe some basil.
Oh, you know what that aperitif is supposed to be? It's supposed to be like Aperol. It doesn't.
That's what I said too. I was like, that's like drinking
Aperol's
Aperol
like-
straight.
Aperol's like orangey.
Bitter orange peel.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
That
know.
is crazy. That'll strip
You know
chrome
what?
off your fucking bumper in a hot
The more
minute.
you know. So I guess we can.
Shouts out to
recommend-
Ritual. Pick it up at your local
Not a sponsor.
Harbor Freight.
Not a
It's
sponsor.
used to take lacquer off of boats.
Yeah. Put some in your squeaky door hinges.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I should have had her save that. I could have brought that home. I could have greased my axle.
Naturally.
That's not what I meant, guys.
Yeah.
Relax.
Relaxel.
Are you out of your mind?
I'm sorry.
Relaxel.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You guys hear that? Did you guys catch that?
I'm sorry.
That was fucking crazy.
I'm cold.
I rewatched Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original, the
Aw.
1994.
Yeah.
And that movie was very different compared to a lot of movies of its time.
Mm-hmm.
It was tight. Have you ever seen it? Maybe years ago. Really? No? Tony Todd? Because he passed away.
I know.
I mean, you've seen Final Destination.
I have.
Of course.
Of course I have.
But damn, Candyman was tight, and there were so many parts of it that felt like glamour shots. Like, what was it? Virginia Madsen, who played? She was like the lead. She was in A Haunting in Connecticut. The mother.
Okay. Yes.
Her. She was like the journalist, college student that was looking into Candyman and like his history. Have you seen Candyman, Piper?
No.
You guys are fucking shitheads. Shitheads.
All right. Does anyone need a palate cleanser for that nasty.
Do you have a one chip?
No.
I mean,
And
I
the one
have.
chip challenge after that.
I do not. I have cherry Twizzlers. I have Reese's Pieces, and then a whole bowl of Halloween candy.
I might take one of those Strudelheimers.
Take a what is it? What is that?
Strudelheimen.
No, it's like some. It's like
Strudelheimen?
I don't know. My stepmom made them.
What was it? What was it called?
It was like Struz.
Chodelheimer.
Chodelheimer.
It's a very German name. I don't know.
What am I looking at? What are these seashells?
It's like a German coffee cake, and it has. I think there's like apricot in it, and there's also like almond slices on the top.
Who made this?
My stepmom.
Koberger took up cooking in the brig.
he made those in the latrine.
Oh my god.
We will be talking about Charles Manson and the timeline of events.
I've heard of him.
Yes, that took place in the summer of 1969.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that year.
Ooh.
I heard there's a lot of.
Brian Adams told you about it.
And I don't want to derail this. Have you seen the pictures of Charlie Hunman as Ed Gein?
Yes, I have.
He looks awesome. I was like, yo, okay.
All right, I'm excited for that one. I'm not gonna
continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll be reading from the Ranker article by Jacob Shelton. Mm-hmm. And it says, Los Angeles in the summer of 1969 was a hotbed of anxiety and fear. In just 2 short days, Charles Manson and the cult he referred to as his family were able to commit acts so vicious and unhinged that they shocked the city. The timeline of Manson Family Murders played out at breakneck speed with many overlapping events. Over the ensuing decades, the story of the Tate LaBianca murders has been pieced together from stories told by all involved, revealing the tale to be both incredibly detailed and intense. Charles Manson's alleged motivation behind the Cielo Drive and Waverly crimes was to strike out against those in Hollywood whom he believed cast him out of their society. He also hoped that his chaotic plot would jumpstart Helter Skelter, a race-fueled apocalyptic scenario Manson believed was imminent. For several months, following the Tate LaBianca slayings, Manson and his followers ran wild through the greater Los Angeles area, though they were always looking over their collective shoulder for police. Here are the key moments from Manson's last free months in 1969.
March 23rd, 1969. Charles Manson visits Sharon Tate's home during a photo shoot. By early 1969, Manson had been excised so thoroughly from record producer Terry Melcher's life, he didn't even know Melcher had moved out of his Cielo Drive home. Cielo. In Melcher's absence, director Roman Polanski and his wife, actor Sharon Tate, that year, Manson approached the house in search of Melcher. Instead, he found Tate involved in a photo shoot with some friends. When she told Manson that Melcher had moved, the cult leader left the premises. Tate flew to Rome the following day.
In July 25th, 1969, Bobby Beausoleil slays Gary Hinman. Gary Hinman was one of the many music industry adjacent people Manson befriended in the late 60s. Since Manson believed Hinman possessed a sizable cachet of money and stocks, the cult leader wanted him in the family so he would have to turn over his assets. At some point, however, Hinman got on Manson's bad side. Member Bobby Beausoleil claimed this was because Hinman sold the family low-quality illicit substances. Over the course of 3 days, Manson and Beausoleil, as well as family members Susan Atkins and Mary Brunner, tortured Hinman with a samurai sword. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Beausoleil admitted to stabbing Hinman in the chest himself. Following Hinman's brutal dispatch, the family wrote "Political Piggy" on the wall in his blood. Next to the inscription, they left what was meant to be a paw symbol to incriminate the Black Panthers in the slaying. The plan was unsuccessful, however, and Beausoleil was taken into custody.
Afternoon of August 8th, 1969, Manson announces that the family must kill again that night. In early August, Manson was prepared to jumpstart Helter Skelter, an apocalypse resulting from racial tensions. He also sought to free family member Beausoleil from prison. To do so, he ordered his family to commit a crime similar to Hinman's slaying in order to confuse the police. Everyone on Spawn Ranch, a former LA movie set serving as the family's base, agreed to the plan. According to family member Tex Watson's book, Will You Die for Me, Manson decided amidst a group sexual encounter that Terry Melcher's former Celio Drive home residence would serve as their target. Manson allegedly told Watson, I want you to take a couple of the girls I'll send with you and go down there and totally destroy everyone in that house as gruesome as you can. Make it real nice, just as bad as you've ever seen, and get all of their money. Manson also ordered Watson to write messages such as Helter Skelter and Rise on the walls in the victim's blood.
Evening of August 8th, 1969, the family sets out for Tate's home. Watson and several other Manson family members, all high on speed, prepare to set out for the Cielo Drive house. Manson told Watson that he shouldn't return until he had $600, which is like, that's like nothing.
Don't come back without my 600.
Yeah.
It's so like, dude, you could ask for
Crazy.
more.
Yeah. If the cash couldn't be found at the Melchers' former home, then Watson was to go from door to door until he had the money. The family borrowed a yellow 1959 Ford from one of Spawn Ranch's workers, telling him they were going to attend a concert in the city. Between them, they only carried 3 knives, one of which was broken, and a handgun. As they began to drive away, Manson allegedly stopped the group to say, remember to leave a sign, something witchy.
After midnight, August 9th, 1969, Tate and her friends are slain in her home. Once the family members arrived at Tate's Cielo Drive home, I finally pronounced it correctly, Watson snuck in through a window while his 4 companions waited outside. The 6 people in the house, including Sharon Tate and Jay Sebring, were asleep as Watson let the other members in through the front door. They then woke the occupants and carried out their gruesome plan. In the midst of the attack, Abigail Folger, heir to the Folger coffee fortune,
Get the fuck out of here. I was about to be like, really?
Yeah. Was
Folgers
chased
in your cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was chased.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah. But she was chased onto the lawn and stabbed. She ultimately passed and was found on the lawn in the morning. Sharon Tate was the last member of the party to face the Manson family, and although Susan Atkins would later claim responsibility for ending Tate's life, Watson likely committed most of the brutality. After every member on Tate's party was dispatched, a family member used one of the victims' blood to scrawl pig on the house's front door, as instructed by Manson. The family believed that the word would shock the world.
Early hours of August 9th, 1969, the family flees Tate's house. Following their crimes on Cielo Drive, the family attempted to leave the area as quickly as possible. According to Watson's book, not until the group was in the getaway car did they realize they forgot the $600 Manson requested. After cleaning
Smacks forehead.
like,
damn it, I'm so stupid.
Yeah. After cleaning themselves off with a garden hose, the family drove down the winding Mulholland Drive, disposing of their incriminating possessions one at a time.
Early hours of August 9th, 1969, the family returns to Spawn Ranch. After escaping Cielo Drive, the Manson family returned to Spawn Ranch to relay the night's events to their leader. The group found Manson and another follower dancing without clothing on one of the ranch's dilapidated movie sets. When he saw the returning members, he asked, "What are you doing home so early?" Watson wrote that he told Manson of the state of Tate's home, messy and chaotic, just as instructed. Manson then asked if any of them felt remorse, and all of the perpetrators responded that they did not. After the other family members went to bed, Manson allegedly pulled Watson aside, asking if their actions had successfully jump-started Helter Skelter.
Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
It's
I was like, let me know next time. I'll give you a hard mute.
Okay.
And what I mean by mute is crank you all the way up, put reverb.
Yeah.
Someone's practicing trombone in a fucking
I'm still a little
hanger.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, and so I've always heard about Charles Manson, but I never knew what it was. I heard something about a cult. People likened it to Jonestown or Waco or any of that weird shit. And you say that now, did he admit that his primary reason or one of the biggest reasons for him starting the cult is to get back in Hollywood? Did he have like a journal, diary,
I'm
or just
sure
in interviews?
they got it all out of him. We're gonna get to I think we're gonna get to the arrests and all that. Let's see here. This fucking thing keeps jumping. Hang on.
You know, there's a problem if the dogs don't trust you.
For real.
That's some fucking primitive
Yeah.
safeguard
All right.
genetic protection.
Okay, I'm gonna read the next two because it's super short.
Yeah.
Okay.
When does it come? When's the part when he starts eating eyeballs with a spoon?
All right, let's
That's
see.
crazy.
Yes.
Okay,
Yummy.
Did he have
All right.
a middle name?
I don't know.
I don't
We'll get into
think
it.
so.
All right. So, afternoon of August 9th, 1969, the family follows news of the slayings. The family spent the afternoon of August 9th reveling in their acts. Manson and his followers followed reports of the incident on the radio and local news. And on the night of August 9th, 1969, Manson orders the family to kill again.
Sounds like a freak to me.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. I know. Despite Hollywood's
Like,
hard...
why?
I don't know, Gary.
Why would he do
I don't know.
You sweet little innocent angel.
it? Huh?
Yeah. Despite Hollywood's horror at the Tate's house ritual killings, Manson did not feel as though his group had communicated their point. Similarly, he doubted they had truly begun the apocalyptic scenario of Helter Skelter. Manson called together the previous night's culprits with the addition of two more followers, Clem and Leslie. Watson wrote that Manson felt the group's acts at the Tate house were too messy and that they needed to hit multiple houses in one night rather than just one. The group then gathered supplies and drove into the city to commit their second round of crimes.
Night of August 9th, 1969, Manson joins the family to slay the La Biancas. On the evening of August 9th, Manson joined his followers on a nearly 3-hour drive across the greater Los Angeles area. From Spawn Ranch, they drove to the beach and then to Pasadena before settling on the neighborhood of Los Feliz. Supposedly, Manson stopped multiple times to look into different homes and even a church before deciding on the home of the supermarket executive Lino LaBianca. Manson and Watson entered the house first and tied up LaBianca and his wife before other members of the family joined them. After committing the act, Watson carved war into Mr. LaBianca's stomach, and some family members used the blood to write Rise and Death to Pigs, as well as the misspelled Helter Skelter, which
Heelter?
as Heelter Skelter, on the walls and refrigerator door.
Yeah, oh God.
Heelter. Was that supposed?
Heelter
Was that a play on
Skelter.
words in some weird way that we?
No, I think
everyone's
they're-
going. It's going over everyone's
No.
head
They're
or
just,
something.
they're just dumb.
They're just, yeah,
It's like
like literally stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not hard to turn an E into an L.
I mean,
It's practically
they,
two lines separating an E from an L.
they added the A.
Oh, like EHEA?
Yeah.
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 Like,
What the fuck?
H-E-
All right, now that's dumb.
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't they carve it with a fork? Why did I hear that they carved it with a fork somewhere?
I think so.
I don't know. Anywho,
Is it all?
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Are you supposed to look into that kind of thing?
I probably
Why a
am.
fork? Why a fork? No, are you supposed to?
I don't know.
What if it all means something? You think they're that smart? You think you're just fucking?
I don't
Goofballs on
think they were
drugs.
that smart.
I think they were all just on super high
Like,
and
towards
also dumb.
You know how many
Towards
movies
the
I've
end
seen?
of towards the end of the Manson family, like they were all like so high all of the time that I don't even think they knew which way was up. Like
Getting
at that
sloppy
point,
too.
yeah,
Sloppier.
they were definitely very like not all there.
No.
Like to put it lightly, but yeah.
Okay. So, night of August 9th, 1969, Manson attempts to continue the second spree. Immediately following the fuck my life. All right. No, this thing keeps jumping.
Is it a bean?
Night of August 9th, 1969, Manson attempts to continue the second spree. Immediately following the LaBianca crime, Manson and follower Linda Kasabian traveled approximately to Silmar, California, so they could plant LaBianca's wallet in what Manson thought was a predominantly black neighborhood. They then drove to Venice so Manson could commit a second slaying that same night. The cult leader wanted to attack an actor friend of Kasabian, but his plans were foiled when Kasabian purposefully entered the wrong apartment. The family chose not to attack again that night, instead choosing to ditch all remaining evidence of their crimes. They hitched a ride back to Spawn Ranch in the early hours of August 10th.
August 16th, 1969, police raid Spawn Ranch. Although the media depicted this Cielo Drive and Waverly attacks as ritualistic crimes, the police failed to draw a connection between the two. Authorities were monitoring members of the Manson family, however, but not for the Tate and LaBianca incidents. Instead, the group was wanted for stealing a Volkswagen car parts to convert them into dune buggies.
Idiots.
We want
Right?
dune buggies now.
Yeah, like we want to just drive around the desert.
These guys are psycho. Get a job.
Yeah, right. Around dawn of August 16th, police officers raided Spawn Ranch, arresting Manson and many of his followers. According to CNN, when Manson asked police why he was being apprehended, he was relieved to learn of the theft charges against him. Unfortunately, the Spawn Ranch search warrant listed the wrong date, so Manson and his family were freed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Freed on a technicality.
Like fucking stupid ass shit.
All right, so late August 1969, Spawn Ranch foreman Shorty Shea is murdered. Donald Shorty Shea was hired to watch the horses at Spawn Ranch, but the burgeoning stunt performer and ranch hand simultaneously kept a close eye on the Manson family. After their arrest on the property for theft charges, Manson was certain that Shea had tipped off police. For Manson, this perceived tip-off was the excuse he needed to eliminate the ranch hand. While rumors initially circulated that Manson and some of his followers mutilated Shea, Manson's acolyte Steve Grogan explained in 1977 that Shea had been fatally stabbed. Grogan eventually drew a map which led police to Shea's remains.
Late August to September 1969, Manson relocates the family to a desert ranch. While neither Manson nor his followers had been apprehended for the Cielo Drive or Waverly slayings, the cult leader still felt an impending threat. Before they could be caught by police, Manson packed up his family and moved to the Barker Ranch in Death Valley. The area was fairly inaccessible and thus served as the perfect hideout. Because of this seclusion, however, transporting food and supplies to the area was a massive undertaking. While on Barker Ranch, the cult lived in an old-school bus and run-down cabin. Manson enlisted his followers to dig holes in the desert in search of a bottomless pit.
Holes. Manson is Shia LaBeouf.
Family member Leslie Van Houten later explained that they were inspired by the biblical book of Revelation. It talked about a hole in the desert or going to the kingdom. We started looking at what's underneath the area, and we found out that there was the Margosa River and blind fish and all kinds of things that just made us believe that there was a whole world underneath, and that some of the Montezuma's people were already under there waiting for us.
What?
That's some
Yeah.
most cults say we're going to space. They said, fuck that, we're going downstairs.
We're going in a hole.
We're going in a hole.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna be cave people.
Yeah, that'd be fucking wild.
Oh, God.
Wild.
October 1969, police raid the family's desert hideout. After the family vandalized a park vehicle, rangers convinced the local sheriff's department to raid the family's makeshift campground on Barker Ranch. During the initial raid, police arrested 13 family members on charges of grand theft auto, but at the time, Manson was either not on the grounds or was in hiding. On October 12th, California Highway Patrol Officer James Purcell returned to the ranch for returned to the ranch for another investigation. There he found Manson hiding in a cupboard.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like the little Indian in the cupboard.
Like just scrunched up like.
Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie.
Next to a box of Life cereal.
Yeah, he's like hiding under the sink.
Yeah, Purcell says
Me at 3 a.m.
Purcell says that when he found Manson, the cult leader grinned and said hi. At this point, no one suspected that Manson and his followers were in any way associated with the Tate LaBianca slayings.
November 1969, Susan Atkins brags about the Tate LaBianca crimes. While in custody after being apprehended at the Barker Ranch, Susan Atkins boasted of her involvement in the Tate LaBianca slayings, even fabricating some gruesome claims that have since entered into Manson legend, including that she herself stabbed Tate. She was eventually arrested for murder. Prior to her end, Atkins rescinded her claim that she was the main perpetrator in the Tate LaBianca crimes. Watson wrote in his book that, while she was present at Cielo Drive, she never even entered the LaBianca home.
Yeah, poser.
She doesn't even go here.
Yeah. January 25th, 1971, Manson and his family are convicted. Manson was found guilty of murder and conspiracy to commit murder in January 1971. He and the 3 members of the family were sentenced to death. The next year, however, capital punishment was outlawed in California and their sentences were reduced to life in prison.
No, they should have been grandfathered. Right? Can you be grandfathered in?
I don't...
Like, all right, well, we're stopping after you. We're stopping after you.
Yeah. In a 1981 interview, Manson claimed he was unbothered by his initial sentencing. He says, "Sometimes I feel I'm scared to live. Living is what scares me. Dying is easy. Getting up every day and going through this again and again is hard." Oh, poor me.
Imagine being scared.
And that is
unless it's Dear David. That's scary.
Dear David.
He'll make me scared.
Dear David.
Dear David.
Listen, I've been practicing.
Dear David, dear David, dear David.
I'm loving
his little
it now.
concave dome.
I'm gonna fill it full of Fruit Loops. I'm gonna have myself a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, come on, David, let me just borrow your headphones.
So yeah, that is the story of Charles Manson and his family.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a big family.
I mean, there was a
it's
decent handful of people.
Is it because of who the victims were that made it so high profile? Because this,
for sure.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to think of like how likable he is in terms of the history of serial killers. I'm not saying he's likable, but he's a character.
Piece of shit.
He's good on camera. When you see him like in his interviews, he's just a fucking weirdo.
Well, also,
but it's interesting to watch because you're like, what is he gonna do next?
A train wreck. You can't look away. You're like, what's he gonna say?
And also, like, what made Sharon Tate's murder so shocking, especially at the time, was because she was pregnant, about to give birth,
like 9 months pregnant.
And was she an actress?
Yeah, she was an actress.
Because I didn't see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but I heard it has to do with that in a way.
It does, but that is also like kind of like Inglourious Bastards fictionalized, like how they let Hitler live in Inglourious Bastards.
No, they kill him in Inglourious Bastards.
Does he get blown up?
He gets Swiss cheesed with machine guns. They kill him dead. I don't remember. They literally turn him into a fucking pudding. It's crazy.
In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, pretty sure Sharon Tate and them don't die. Like there's like a can of dog food that goes to someone's face and breaks a nose, and it's a whole
interesting.
Yeah, it's like a reimagining, I think, of what was. Yeah, she was like about to give birth, and like I seen an interview with her sister. Her sister was like young. She was like maybe like 12, 13, and she was supposed to sleep over that weekend. And she's like, "No, I'm really tired. Like, another time." Which is
she had that Final Destination style like premonition.
Crazy.
She's like, I'm gonna hang back.
Yeah.
That's sad, man. Yeah, I've heard it a million times about all that stuff, but I never really looked into it. Mm-hmm. I just knew his name and his little tattoo he had. Yeah. It was very shocking. But he got that later, right? He got that in jail.
He got that later.
Yeah.
And then when he died, I think like no family member, like actual blood relative, like wanted to claim his body.
Did he have kids?
No, I think he had like nephews or something.
Well, Charles Manson was like Charles was the name he gave himself. His mother was very unprepared for the pregnancy with him.
On
On
she
his
didn't have a
birth
fucking name.
certificate,
She had 9 months to think of a name.
on his birth certificate, it literally said no name Manson. Like it
This bitch had 9 months.
he did not have a name.
Yeah.
He came up with Charles himself.
Damn.
Like,
I mean, it could have been. It could have been like
saying that,
Fnarbleable.
No,
woe
but,
is
like-
me childhood justified anything he did, but it gives reason.
It definitely didn't set him on the right path.
Charles helps him like blend in though, because it's not like doesn't really cause suspicion. It's Charles. It's like it's fucking. That's my buddy Charles. It's not like he named himself like Ice Pick. Or like
Jesus.
you know what I'm saying? The dad's like, all right, look out, keep an eye on him.
You join
Yeah.
Ice Pick's cult, you get lobotomied every day.
You get lobbed.
But yeah. The more you know, Chris. Now you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like him.
No,
I think he's mean.
to say the least.
I think that what he did, he's not getting invited to anything I'm doing. He'll never.
Like he took FOMO to a whole other level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to play with me? Well, I'm gonna take my ball and
Take my ball and
go
bounce
home.
it.
I'm not going home though.
I'm not going home. But yeah, I don't know,
He was,
man.
like, so cracked out all of
It's
the
just
fucking
like
time.
the '60s. What a wild time. My
Have you
God.
seen that though, where he's like speaking gibberish? He's like,
Yeah.
it's. I remember watching that as a
I,
youngin,
saw-
just laugh and thinking it was hilarious.
I saw the video and he's just like in the courtroom and he's like doing like abstract dancing in the corner and everything. He's like so wild.
He would like dance like those contact jugglers that have like fucking what's his name, David Bowie in Labyrinth. He'd
Yeah.
always be like spinning like this.
Yeah.
Did he spend time in India or anything?
I don't think so.
I'd love to.
David Bowie
Oh,
or Charles?
I would
Manson?
love to spend time in David Bowie. Yes.
Okay. Oh God. All right. So we've done. This is like our proper 50th episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
What have you guys learned along the way?
In terms of 50 episodes.
Yeah. Like, what would you memorable moments?
Dude, who goes first?
Let's start with you.
Okay.
Yes.
I learned that the world is a dark place, but it's also beautiful. It's depending on how you're looking at it, and people do crazy shit, and you got to keep it in check. You got to educate yourself, and don't let it make you sick,
No.
but just know what to expect and expect the unexpected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep your head on a swivel.
I've learned that there's a lot of emotion in a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of emotion, not a lot of logic, because most of these are people getting caught.
Right.
It's maybe we've done a few of like he was never seen again, like Jack the Ripper maybe, or like something weird where they just get away and they don't,
I like an ending, so I feel like
I like justice.
I seem to pick cases where we know what the outcome is.
Yeah, of course. It's interesting to think of stories where there is no outcome or it's still up in the air, or like a case gets reopened,
Right.
things like that.
I don't know, like unsolved crimes are like fun in fiction because it's just like, ooh, like let's solve the mystery of what happened. But like in real life, it's like it kind of leaves like a bad taste in my mouth because it's just like these are real people.
Kind of like a ritual aperitif.
Yeah.
Oh God.
like like these are real people who deserve like answers as to what happened to them and all that. And I don't know, like it, and especially when a case could have like easily been solved, but the police work was just so dog shit. Like it makes me violently
Well,
like
there's also a lot of ego
vehemently
involved.
angry, and I'm just like it's just a whole can of shit.
And I need to, like, I'm a big mystery guy, and I want to figure it out. And I can't imagine like having a missing kid.
Yeah.
Like
Those like
I mean,
cases
you ever watch
against
Prisoners?
children, like I am probably a lot more
like I think
read
about,
up on those cases
Yeah.
because like as a parent, like I can't even fathom. But
like, I
those are
think about
cases
Johnny Gosh like every single day of my life.
Yeah.
Like he,
Oh,
I-
was that the kid that just like went missing and then
Yes.
just I've
but
heard
like
of that.
but there's certain cases also I won't cover because I'm a parent
Yeah.
and I don't want to talk about
And how do
it.
you make
Yeah.
that shit fucking funny, man?
It's not funny.
You guys gotta.
not.
I
It's
mean,
not
if
funny.
you guys are down with it, I mean,
We tried to do
I try
Fred
to get.
and Rosemary West.
yeah.
We got halfway through and like I was just so disgusted. I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like it was.
I remember
Yeah,
like
it was hard to, it's just like fuck, man, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
like I remember like when COVID hit in 2020, like that's when I really went down like my true crime rabbit hole. And when I heard about Fred and Rosemary West, I would like it kind of like it was like surreal, like realizing that there's people in this world that are so capable of like disgusting, heinous acts like that. And like, because I knew like there were bad people before, like Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer and all that, but it was just like they are like a different level of sadistic, and
it's like human werewolf.
Like Myra Hindley and
like Fred and Rosemary West make like Ted Bundy look like a children's cartoon, like in comparison. And it's like very jarring to say the least.
For sure.
Think about the ones you don't hear about.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure there's plenty.
But
yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. This was fun.
Yeah, I mean, a somber ending, but
I mean,
just know it's.
can
I say one last thing?
Can I say
what? Well, this is a good one. I also learned in the 50 episodes of doing the show that French toast.
God damn it!
French toast.
How
wins,
dare you?
And I won't let you live that down.
I was so cocky.
It's all right.
I was like, "There's no way waffles are gonna lose."
And I'll tell. And if let's say waffles, pancakes, French toast, having a party.
Yeah.
Who's showing up last? Who's too cool for school?
I don't know.
Who has the most preparation and all these bells and whistles?
I feel
French toast.
French toast.
I feel like
that's why all my homeboys showed up late.
No, because
But they were in mass.
French toast hosts the party, and then waffle is like the fun guy who's like, oh, I bought the beer, and then like
it has all the baggage. It carries the most weight.
And then pancake is like, here, I bought like all the food and like all the fun stuff.
Pancake is the freeloader. The one who's just like,
Yeah, because like all those things, like they can. There's no fruit that's not gonna really make. I mean, there's plenty probably, but they all can have fruit on them, and it's fine. It's not like what the fuck, you know. Like French toast, banana French toast, awesome. Strawberries, awesome. Durian.
What?
You ever hear the durian fruit?
No.
Oh no, it's like the stinkiest fruit in the world. It smells like rotting piss and shit. All right.
Here's something I learned.
That's a good palate cleanser.
What?
Gary Busey is really bad at driving the Biggest Soul.
I am not.
Yes, you are. You almost crashed it.
She came on to me.
And also, I have to watch out for mailboxes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
More like mailboxes.
Throw back to episode 1.
Episode 1. Yes.
Mailboxes?
Yeah, when Piper,
she leveled out.
When I was in the driveway, like looking at ducks that were like in my parents' yard, and all of a sudden Piper pulls in the driveway. I'm like, oh, just park over there, and she went to back out, and she like clipped their mailbox.
Hard.
Like, pretty hard enough that I had like turned and looked.
It did a 180.
And then when she parked, I was walking across the grass, and I didn't realize there was a dip in the yard,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
fell.
That's the same day.
Same day.
That's fucked up.
So you know what?
God.
We're still,
I like it sets the
we're
vibe.
still alive.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Yeah.
We are vibing.
Fill those holes in the yard.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I think that'll do it for this week. We've been
Been going live for about 13 minutes.
That's it.
Don't step in Chubby Bunny marshmallow puff.
Yeah, landmines.
Yeah, don't
That shit.
you bring it home with you.
Oh,
That shit turned in like adhesive.
It's probably
like a
still
rubber
on my ship.
cement. Like that would stop a robber. Like if you were being robbed and he was chasing you on foot, he'd
He
like
was chewing
spit that out.
marshmallow.
Yeah, he steps in it, he can't get his leg out.
It's like a bear trap.
Yeah.
Like, bitch. Like a fucking Mario Kart, like banana peel. Like,
All right, let her yeah.
All right. If you would like to support the show and want some bonus content, you can find us on buymeacoffee.com/coffeescream. We are also on Patreon under Coffee and Scream Podcast. Follow us on X at ScreamPod, at C ScreamPod. That's C the letter ScreamPod. I am It's Just G. That's just with one S. I'm also on Blue Sky, and so is the podcast.
yes.
Which I don't know. That username is too fucking long.
What?
Blue. It's like .bsky dot whatever.
.bts.
Well, I'll work. I'll work on it.
BTR,
Yes.
Big Time Rush.
Yeah.
We're at www.bigtimerush.com.
Okay, yeah.
/
And we are also on Instagram.
At Coffee and Scream Pod. I am on Instagram as well at PiperA04. And my blue sky is thehauntedgoddess.bsky.social.
Yeah. So be sure to, okay.
Guys, I was like, I thought you were gonna finish.
No, I'm totally blanking for a second.
Guys,
go ahead.
Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big wind flowing through the crop, the cornfield, the farmhouse. The windmill is. You see something rustling about. You beam your flashlight. You go, huh? We're doing Children of the Corn on Tuesday. It's that time of year. It's a harvest moon. I don't think it is. What is a harvest moon?
This will actually be out before Tuesday or after Tuesday.
Oh, this will?
Yeah.
Scratch that. We're going to be watching.
But, however, you can watch his show for 2 weeks after it's done.
Even more so on Kick, because the Halloween episode, Smokey Special, is still on Kick.
Where do they find your show, Chris?
Kick.com/WonderTime Theater and Twitch.tv/WonderTime Theater. Tuesdays at 7, give or take.
Yes.
Just keep refreshing.
It's so fun.
There's some preparation. There's some preparation. But yeah,
if you're a
it's
fan
fun.
of like The Last Drive-In and all that stuff, this is.
Yeah, we're the first to drive in.
And like zany humor. It's
Billy
amazing.
Zane. I have Billy Zane humor. And did you see him as Marlon Brando? Marlon Brando?
Yes, I did.
He looks good too.
He does. He sure does. All right, well, until next time, lock your doors and stay safe and don't drink Ritual.
No, dude.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm about to perform one in the latrine.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.